Everyone, thanks for visiting us here on Talking NASCAR with Brandon and Clint. I'm Clint,
I'm Brandon.
and racing is back.
Racing is
Racing
back.
is back. The Daytona 500 just wrapped up 2 hours ago. We want to come on here and talk about it. What did you think of the race?
I thought it was really exciting. It was great to see a lot of different leaders. I thought it was kind of there were some that, as you and I were texting during the race, not on my bingo card for drivers that would be in the lead. If you would have had Zane Smith on your bingo card for winning a stage, I would have thought you were a little bit maybe you'd been under the influence of something, but he did, and that was kind of cool. It was our prediction to win. Bubba Wallace won stage 2. And finished 10th overall, which is that's fine. He didn't end up on his roof, so that's good. But I thought it was really exciting, and I was happy for. I'm wearing my Michael Jordan Air Jordan shirt. I was happy for Michael Jordan to see Tyler.
It was just I'm actually just on my other screen here looking at our guesses for the Daytona 500 from our prediction episode. We were both wrong. The only thing I was trying to figure out if Ryan Blaney or I think you would have won that one because Ryan Blaney probably finished higher than who I picked. Christopher Bell is who I picked. So technically you won that one. Congratulations.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
And then we said over under of 18th place for Kyle Larson. We both picked under, I think, meaning we thought he'd finish better. We were both wrong.
I took it to mean worse. I thought he would wreck.
Okay, then we're both good. Yeah, okay. We'll change that now. We both, I can't remember where he finished, but it wasn't great, I don't think. Although now I'm looking at it, I don't see his name. But no, I thought the race was good. Again, I'm tired of fuel saving stuff. I don't like. I hate when they go, okay, go 100%. You should be 100% the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The whole, like you see the leader. I saw a couple times they had the leader telemetry and they're like 60% throttle. And,
Yep.
I don't like that, but I think the easiest way for the broadcast team NASCAR to fix that is to not show it to us.
Sure.
Right. Because that could have been happening for years and years, and I don't know that it was, but we wouldn't know without seeing it and without the constant reminder that they're trying to save fuel. I don't want to see them save fuel. I want to see them go all out.
Well, and it really doesn't make sense. It's not it's like we were texting, and the broadcasters and their brilliance completely contradict themselves all the time.
Constantly.
Larry McReynolds is like, you need to pit whenever there's a chance to pit. And then they're like, I'm like, well, is this a fuel mileage race? Or is this a race where you're going to pit every time? It made no sense to pit in the first 10 laps. It made no sense.
No, not to me either. No, they're going to pit again anyways. So.
Yeah. Unless the only time it would make sense is if you're going to split a stage in half and try to take some advantage there. But pitting within the first 10, it was stupid. But Larry Mack, anytime there's a chance to pit, it's time to pit. It's like some of you guys are not rocket scientists.
What was the one I said? Fuel is what the most important thing. It's like
Kevin Harvick.
You need fuel to run. Yeah.
Let us review another brilliant Kevin Harvick quote. This guy needs to just quit NASCAR. What was that quote that I had? It was well done. First of all, from Mike Joy, it's not pretty, but it's legal. That's the dirtiest quote.
That was funny. Yeah.
Let me see here. You want to control all the things you can control.
That's it. You want to control all the things you can control. Thank you, Kevin. Yes.
What a freaking genius. That's why you make the big bucks as a broadcaster for novel insights like that. Give me a freaking break. Okay. I got that out of my system. Hopefully, I don't know how many more races this guy's going to be broadcasting. I don't think it's a season-long contract.
No. It's, NBC, or not NBC, we're on Fox right now. Was it Fox, then Amazon, then Prime, Fox, then Prime, then TNT, then NBC finishes it off, right? So
just make Junior and Mike Joy the permanent 2 broadcasters.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
3 is too many to have in the damn
Yeah.
booth.
Can I also
Especially,
say the Mikey going up and down, Michael Waltrip going down
yeah,
the pit road before the race? I don't
yes,
understand. He looks like he's making the drivers uncomfortable.
yes. It's played out.
Yeah.
It was cutesy wootsy the first 2 or 3 times he did it, and people are like, "Well, maybe this special guy," because I think he's a little special. Like maybe this guy
Yes.
he'll get it out of his system. They've given him something to do,
Right.
and now maybe he'll retire from doing this. No, now it's a fixture of Fox broadcast for some godforsaken
Yeah.
reason. So yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. And trotting down and randomly saying words to people.
yes,
Um,
yeah. He just
but
walks up. He's like booger, and they're like,
yeah.
"What?" He's like, "No, okay, next person." Sunscreen. What?
When I say taco, you say,
What? The,
okay,
yeah.
I'm going.
Taco
uh,
Taco Taco Bell or Taco Bueno? Which do you prefer?
yeah.
It's ridiculous. No,
But no, as far like I said, I think to distract us from the fuel mileage part, because I know both of us are irritated with that. I think maybe just don't tell us. I think tell us when it matters at the end of a race.
yes, I
There have
agree.
been plenty of exciting fuel mileage races, and I'm trying to think. I remember because I'm a Tony Stewart fan. Obviously, one of the years I think it was Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
He stretched it and was basically running out of fuel at the end. That I get. I get it at the end of the race. Don't tell
Sure,
me mid,
sure.
beginning 10 laps and all that stuff. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to pretend. Let me pretend they're going flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like the lap times picked up at the end like 2 seconds,
They did. They
and it's
did.
like you could have been like last I checked. When you're racing, the idea is to go as fast as you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? So I don't know how to fix that other than to
But then, but, but
fool
then
us into thinking otherwise.
there's another wrinkle to that too, though, because with the way the draft works, when we see a driver get too far out front, they got to drag the brake a little bit.
Yes.
So this is not a track anymore where you go as fast as you possibly can, not
Right.
only for the fuel mileage.
Well, the reason they can do that is because everybody behind them is doing 60% throttle,
Sure.
and they're the ones going 90,
Sure.
to try to control the lanes. And I don't know. Like I said, I think the only way they're going to fix that is to fool the spectators into not knowing what's happening.
Yes.
Yes. If it's going to happen, fine. I couldn't tell you the difference between 60% throttle on TV versus when they went to 100% at the end.
Sure.
Other than things got crazier and they started bumping each other, making mistakes more. But but really, I mean, the end. I was really surprised in that last lap when they didn't throw the caution for the first wreck.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine. I'm fine with it. Like, let them race back. If NASCAR's consistent with those cars aren't in the way, race back. That's fine.
I agree.
We know they can be inconsistent with that. I'm not saying it's because of who's in the lead or whatever the case may be. Like, I think it's just sometimes they decide to, throw the caution for this and not for this. And you look at them and you go, those are two very similar incidents. Why did you do it there, not there?
Well, and they did a good job with that. Earlier in the race, there were a couple of spins that they let go. When
right.
I think it was when 7-time.
When Jimmy did, they kept letting him go because he got himself out of the grass, right? So they didn't have to come help him.
That's fine as long as other drivers' safety isn't at stake in the situation. As long as they can, the track is clean. I don't care. Let them go. There's enough dang cautions with the stages worked in. To me, that I don't think you don't need to look for reasons to have a caution.
No, really I think, I would, and it's kind of like with overtime attempts, like we talked about, I'd get rid of the overtime. I would maybe cap it at 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Like some of these tracks, it's like they're just coming to the white flag and they're so like, that person sitting there on that yellow flag button, ready for the slightest person getting loose, and they're like, oh, caution, because they don't want it to, they want it to end under absolute green, and that's just not always how it works. It's
part of me wonders if that would have been the second to last lap when the wreck happened. I bet they would have thrown the caution.
Yeah, I could see because in this case, I think because it was the last lap, because they wrecked coming out of the tri-oval.
I think so. Yeah.
that the cars would have time to move out of the way. Plus, once they crossed the finish line, they would be slowing down, so they would be able to avoid whatever was happening. Plus, then you had a whole other wreck uh, coming into the tri-oval at the finish there. Uh, it was a good ending.
Yeah.
Happy for Tyler Reddick. Not either, obviously, who either one of us picked to win, or not even wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah.
He's typically very good at your homesteads, your intermediate tracks. I don't think of him as being uh, a super speedway plate racer. So
Sure. No, it was cool to see Joey Logano wreck. That's always a good day. It was
yeah,
cool to see Denny Hamlin have a bad run. That
yeah.
was, again, with all respect, his personal situation.
Well, so Joey Logano finished third. So
Yeah, but he still wrecked, and he didn't.
yes.
He didn't win. He didn't win.
I was going to get really pissy if William Byron won again after being involved in 2 accidents.
Yes.
That was gonna if that happened, that was gonna be my case for steel bodies 100%. That you should not be able to do that.
Sure.
You can't be involved in 2 wrecks and then walk away with a win. Kyle Busch again. I don't know. I can't buy. Good luck.
Yeah.
Ended up 15th. I just scrolled down. We did win Kyle. So we're going to say Kyle Larson was supposed to finish better than 18th because he finished 16th.
Okay.
I don't know how, because I feel like he was missing a fender.
He was.
But he finished 16th. Cody Ware comes up 17th. One of his
Yep.
career best finishes there. Ross Chastain got caught up. He was leading there for a while. SVG led for a while. That was cool. It was cool to see the two of them do it. So if I'm looking, Joe Hunter Nemechek, sorry. Finished 20, John Hunter, sorry, not Joe. You're right.
Joe's son.
Joe's dad or something.
Yep. Joe's his daddy.
Finished 26th and got a DNF. So, and then Ryan Blaney 27th with the DNF.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure how all of this works. And then there's a bunch of people who did finish, and then I don't really know how that worked. But yeah, no, I thought good race. Like I said, if they tell me less and let me watch the race, that would be more entertaining. But definitely the last 10, 15 laps picked up a lot. You could tell people were getting antsy. People were getting angry on the radio when they were allowing us to hear that. Even like Brad Keselowski, probably with 35 to go, was getting angry with his line. He was in the middle line with the Fords, and he's like, "We gotta go now." And it's like, well, you got time.
Yes. Well, and then after the race, I don't know if you saw, he said Riley Herbst was stupid. He made a stupid mistake in the interview. He's like, Riley Herbst, he just came up and just wrecked everybody. Took out a lot of cars, pretty stupid. He's stupid.
Well, Tyler Reddick said something similar, like if he went to go try and win, and he's like, and I don't blame him, I would have too.
Yeah.
And I think, sorry if everybody could hear my son upstairs screaming. It happened so fast. I was really focused on the lead, and then it was kind of like all hell broke loose right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I wasn't really sure what happened, other than he must have tried to go for the win and then took everybody else out with it.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I don't know. It looked like he was just trying to block when he had no business blocking, and then he just caused a massive pile up.
Well, similar, Justin Allgaier.
Mm-hmm.
He took ownership for it at the end, which, as he should, because any of us with eyes were able to see that wasn't the time. I guess he thought Denny Hamlin was going to push him, but Denny Hamlin was already beside him.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's probably somewhat miscommunication with the spotter. Maybe he didn't announce that clearly, or they thought Denny would back out. Mm-hmm. When have we ever seen Denny back out of a situation like that? He'll take out his teammate. He will take out someone who's on.
Absolutely.
I remember I was watching, and as Justin Allgaier was taking the lead, coming out of turn 4, I was like, "This crowd's going to erupt. Like this is going to be, it's going to be louder than the cars." Mm-hmm. And then as he's crossing the finish line, sideways crashing, and I was like, "Oh, not the reason why."
Well, because he had led earlier in the race, which is cool.
Did he? Okay, so I thought that was when he finally took the lead there.
Yeah, he led a couple of laps earlier. Junior came on the headset and told him, he said, "Good job. That was fun to watch."
Yeah.
Because he was maybe 2 laps, just a couple, but he did
Yeah.
get up and he led. But yeah, no, Cody Ware led, I think, a lap or two. So
he did. Yeah. Yeah.
and Arby's. Look at the pre-race. Now they have an Arby's pit road thing. Did you see this?
No, Arby's is very prevalent for sure.
Yes. I think maybe it was I think it was the nationwide race yesterday. Maybe they had this Arby's pit box thing, and it's just Arby's, freaking Arby's everywhere.
I know they're major. They're like a major sponsor of Junior Motorsports now.
Sure. Yep.
Wendy's was represented very well with Trackhouse, and they had a couple different things. And then Hardee's, I believe, just became NASCAR's official fast food recently. I can't tell you the last time I ate at a Hardee's. There's none in Canada, obviously, but even like back where we're from, there was one in town, and I can't tell you the last time I went to it. To the point that I didn't know they were still around. So good for them. But my major knowledge of them was from Days of Thunder. So
absolutely, Russ Wheeler.
Yeah, Russ Wheeler in the 18 Hardee's Chevrolet.
Awesome throwback.
Yeah. And then Hardee's is sponsoring 2311 as well.
They are. Okay. Yep, they are.
Yes, I did, because we talked about that, because I said if they don't do a throwback with a Daytona, or say with a Days of Thunder scheme, then what are they even doing here?
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity. Yeah, it's totally a missed opportunity. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. I was pulling for Bubba, and it looked good, but I mean, it's such a crapshoot. It's honestly just.
It was, and he led a good bit of it.
He did. He led more laps than anybody. He led 40 laps. So
yeah, and again, and kind of like the duel. I remember he was in. He came out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden he was leading, and then he got promptly spun out. Just a misaligned bump from Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon got hit from behind, and because they showed the in car, and he was out of the throttle completely. And the guy behind him pushed him right into Bubba, because you can't see. And again, that's really up to the spotters, and it's a lot of split second decisions. So
absolutely, it was cool to see Austin Dillon wreck today. That was good.
Yeah,
maybe he will be humbled. I have nothing against Kyle Busch at this point. Kyle Busch, that's fine. With Childress, maybe he can get a win this year.
He's got the new crew chief. I think his last crew chief was a very good crew chief, which is why he was brought over to Trackhouse for Connor Zilich. Not to say I know, I can't remember his name now, but Jim something. Anyways, sorry, I butchered that.
Speaking of Jim, we have a fake sponsor today, Slim Jims. Slim Jim has a dill pickle flavor. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't.
You got to try it live on air, man. I'm interested.
Does this taste like shit? Let's see.
While you're doing that, also my sponsor today, Sweet Tea.
Is that
you don't like Sweet Tea? Fuck you.
Is that the name of a company, or just Sweet Tea generally?
That's just Clint's Sweet Tea in a cup.
Here we go. Cheers.
Here we go, live on air.
I say this with every bit of candor, not only because they're a big sponsor. It's delightful.
It's delightful. All right, awesome. I look, pickles are in everything now.
Yeah.
I assume there as well. And I remember the first time. So, okay, have you ever had a poutine? Do you know what a poutine is? No. Okay. I didn't know what they were until I moved here either. Honestly, there are certain meals from the South that would absolutely cross over here, and there are things from Canada that would absolutely cross over there. Poutine is that one. Okay. It is fries with gravy and cheese curds. That's it. And it
sounds very amazing. American.
It does sound American, but it is very Canadian. But I had one that they put pickles, and they make all kinds now. The basis of a poutine is fries with brown gravy and cheese curds, but they do different things to them, obviously. But I remember the first time I had one with pickles in it, I was just like, why is this not in everything? And then it was.
So well, there you go. Yeah, pickles are good. And apparently now there is a dill pickle Slim Jim. So I'm trying to show that this is
There you go.
clearly this is my real house. I'm a
Yeah,
fraud, but
snap into it.
I don't have a grand piano. I don't even know if that's a grand. What's a grand piano? What's the difference between that and a regular piano? Anyone who watches
Uh,
this and knows that, if you're still along for this ride, comment below what the difference is. I'm going to say it's
I
grand.
assume it's bigger.
Well, then maybe it's not grand. It's decidedly ungrand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Buy some
Yeah.
Slim Jim people, or apparently buy some fucking sweet tea.
Go make some sweet tea. If you want a recipe, let me know, and I'll drop it in the description, I guess.
The only time I drink sweet tea is if I'm at a restaurant. We don't have it at home.
No, really.
Yeah.
I make a pitcher a day in my house.
I'm surprised to hear that.
You should. My kids drink it more than I do.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. My son leaves the pitcher empty in the fridge when he's done with it too, rather than taking it and putting it on the counter, so I know it's empty.
That's very considerate.
It is.
Yeah. My children, their favorite thing to do is to spill something, and then they'll just look at it and go, huh. And then they'll keep doing what they do.
For dad or mom. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not my problem, I guess. Yeah,
this is a problem. It's just not mine.
Exactly. Yes. No.
Yeah. Detachment is apparently good. Good for you mentally, though. To detach from a problem they've detached from a problem they've caused.
Complex problem solving, people. Yeah. Trying to cut out on the stress of being a 7-year-old. But overall, really, really fun race. I enjoyed that. I'm excited for Atlanta. I think it'll be, it is the new version of Atlanta. I think it's just fantastic.
It is Daytona with a little bit more handling, for sure.
Yes, it was, which played a part in some of the wrecks we saw too.
Yeah. Real quick. So truck race, Chandler Smith won. No opinion. Tony Stewart crashed out early, so I'm glad I didn't get to watch it. And yesterday, Austin Hill won, and that guy can go F himself too. So
why do you not like Austin Hill?
Oh, because he hates the fans.
Does he really?
Well, he flipped off the fans, if you remember.
Oh, that was him. I forgot.
That was him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Well,
he doesn't seem like a nice person.
Well, it was boring yesterday. I mean, that race. I mean, there was some excitement, but it was. I mean, he pretty much led.
If I remember correctly,
until the end, he really had to earn it at the end there. But it was not the. I thought today was a much better race.
So, and real quick, because I know we'll wrap it up. Anthony Alfredo, can we talk about the crap weekend he had?
Sure.
So, raced himself into the race in the duels. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then get disqualified. He got removed from the Daytona 500. That's how BJ McLeod got in and then promptly wrecked himself. Or something broke, I think. And then, and the O'Reilly side, Xfinity O'Reilly Nationwide side, Busch Series, he didn't qualify in his own car. The owner bought his way into another car that had made the field and then wrecked before the start-finish line at the beginning of the race.
Yes.
So that was a crap weekend.
Yes. Yeah. And I think he still managed to finish the race yesterday.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. But he's still, before the damn first lap started.
I don't know if it was his fault. I think he just got caught up and
it was a fairly sizable crash right at the beginning.
Yeah. They literally didn't even cross the start line if they were already wrecking. That's hilarious.
Yes.
That's why these leagues exist, though, so that those people don't get to the Cup Series and do that. Except unless you have money, and then you do buy a ride in the Cup Series and you go there and do that.
Yes. It did make me nervous today, seeing even like Corey Haim up there. He's a talented race car driver, no doubt.
He did really good until he took his own driver or his own owner out.
Yes. But when he was up there and when Michael McDowell was up there together around that time, I was like, okay, someone here is going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And it's going to take out literally every single driver. And thankfully that didn't happen, but there were a few moments where
there were some moments.
Brad Keselowski had a heck of a save. earlier in the race when he went down. Who got into him? I forget who it was. It wasn't Larson. Somebody got into him, and he saved it. Put it on the apron and saved it. There were some close ones.
Yeah.
There were some really close wrecks or close calls there. But yeah, no, could have been a lot worse. But there were a lot of wrecks. It was a tip. I think it was a good example of a Daytona 500.
Yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate this race at?
Okay, 10 being like the greatest ever, 1 being
great race versus a bad race. Yeah.
Okay. I would say 9. I'd say it's a 9.
Okay, I was going to go 7. So we're averaging an 8 here at the Daytona 500, and then we have Atlanta coming up. Any predictions on who do you think wins that?
I'm gonna go with Hendrick. I'm gonna say Larson.
Okay, I'm gonna go Ty Dillon just to shake it up.
Wow.
I want to throw away completely throw away.
What a stupid prediction. I'm sorry. Time out. You can edit this out. Just kidding. We're not going to edit it out.
We're doing it wrong.
What a stupid prediction. Shame on you.
You know why though? Only because he was on my brain because I was thinking the next driver in the Ram truck, the free agent truck, is Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon's taking over where Tony Stewart left off and driving the 25 truck, and that was in my head to possibly say that. And so when I thought of who do I pick for this race for the first, I thought it was Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. You call yourself a NASCAR analyst.
Oh my God.
What
I'm going to say, okay, Chris Buescher. I'm going to say Chris Buescher.
All right. So Clint has picked the losers, and I think it's going to be Hendrick, and I think it's going to be Kyle Larson. People,
do you think Larson at a drafting track is going to win?
You never know. I think the talent's there. He will win. He's going to win at some drafting tracks. I think he's not going to win a Daytona. I think that he has someone has like a Daytona voodoo doll for him. But
same with Kyle Busch. Yeah,
same with Kyle Busch. Someone's in there just sticking pins in their little Kyle Larson doll.
Yeah.
No. I think if it's not Kyle Larson, I think it'll be Hendrick. And so now that I've said that, it'll probably be a Ford driver.
Chris Buescher. Yeah.
Maybe not Chris Buescher. That's still a crappy pick. That's crappy.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, with that, when you're merging into traffic, please, for the love of God, would you go the appropriate speed?
Yes.
Stop doing it slowly.
If the speed limit's 70, you need to be as close to freaking 70 as possible when you're getting in the lane. If you're slowing the lane down, you're going 50. I'm sorry. You're lucky you don't get rear-ended. I would rear-end you if I was wealthy, which I am not. I want the rear
end. Grand piano.
This is the fake. All of this is fake. I'm an impoverished school teacher. But if I had money, I would plow into people, and my safety was guaranteed. I would plow into the back of people on the interstate just to prove a point about their merging. I would pay the higher insurance deductible. I would eat the cost of that to prove a point. And I want that on record right now.
I want one of those. If I have a truck, I want one of those big bars in the front, so I could just hit and just bump draft them up to the appropriate speed.
Yeah, or just bash into them. Either one.
Just bash into them. Also, as Limp Bizkit said, keep on rolling.
Okay, keep on rolling, baby. Till next time.
Keep it between the lines.
Keep it between the lines. Wipe till it's white, everybody.
Have a good night.